Alright, as promised earlier in the week, Belle and I are coming to you from the wreck of Titanic in the Atlantic Ocean, a little over 2 miles below the surface. Belinda had the great idea to offer some before photos to compare to some of the video footage we took while we were down here. It's pretty remarkable what 108 years of decay in a saltwater environment will do, and, well, the photos really bring that out. We don't have an awful lot of editorial to add to each section. The images kind of speak for themselves. Alright, we were immediately taken in as we approached the ship, and when the bow became visible, it became visible like a ghost in the night, handrail still largely intact, giving you the strange sense that maybe someone's standing there looking back at you. It just takes your breath away a little bit. As we passed the promenade deck, you could almost smell the salt water and imagine the excited travelers looking across the horizon, talking about their future plans. Although compared to the ships of today, the Titanic would be considered a modest ship, but there was nothing modest about her when she was constructed, and even though the sea is reclaiming her, she still retains a majestic beauty. Here we have made it to the starboard side of the hull, where the damage from the striking of the iceberg is clearly evident, in what might be considered the worst case of epic bad luck, because recent discoveries suggest the hull was severely compromised in this area due to a coal fire in one of the coal storage areas directly behind this section of hull. I mean, what are the odds in that? Just that stroke of horrible luck that's where the iceberg might hit or would hit. Well, even though you have to look past quite a bit of sea barnacles, you can still see the Titanic's boilers here. Massive boilers. Here you can see one of Titanic's reciprocating engines. Fueled by steam, they were the power plant and life's blood of Titanic. Here's one of Titanic's many electric cargo winches. They would have been found in various locations on the deck. Considering the amount of buildup that's covered them, Titanic almost looks like she has been down here for 108 years. This is something that's called a windlass, and it's part of the mechanism that would have raised and lowered the anchor. Just look at the size of the chain to hoist and lower her massive anchors. Wow. In our final image here, we made it to the captain's quarters, where you can still see the bathtub from his stately room. It's really been a surreal experience in so many ways, and quite eye-opening. As usual, Belinda and I hope that you enjoyed this journey to see Titanic, past and present. We're going to travel around the world. We're going to continue traveling around the world in our virtual jet. We're going to continue to bring you fun and exotic locations, including any backstory that we're able to discover along the way.